Hello and welcome to African Farming. Now, throughout the TV series, we've visited farmers who have cattle, and every single one of those cattle farmers have a specific breed that they want to breed with. Well, today we're talking about that, cattle breeds. Jan, welcome.
Thank you very much indeed. And thanks to Vleissentraal for this opportunity.
Jan, tell us a little bit about yourself, your background.
I'm an agricultural economist by profession, but over the last 30 or what years, I've become more and more involved with livestock farming. And though I don't own livestock, I actually judge cattle.
Now, Jan, let's talk about cattle breeds. How many cattle breeds do we get here in South Africa?
South Africa has about 40 breeds or types of cattle. Now, that's a hang of a big number because there are so many people in South Africa who try to breed a certain type of animal which actually does well in their areas. And yes, there are certain areas where certain breeds or types do very, very well. For example, if we look in the Eastern Cape, there are certain areas of the Eastern Cape that are bitterly cold and very, very sour. So those farmers have got together, they've got what they call a Stormburger. It's a smaller type of red animal. They've actually developed this type of animal for that area. And those animals do well in those areas. There again, in other areas, for example, in parts of Vryburg, there in the Kalahari, where they have very good quality grazing. We have animals that are more adapted to the area. We have a lot of Bonsmaras, very, very good Brahmins in certain places, very good Simbras in certain areas. The main objective, in my opinion, when it comes to cattle farming is you farm with what you're going to make money out of. And if you're not going to make money out of that animal, then it's not really worthwhile having it at the end of the day.
If I am farming in the Northwest and I want to start farming with cattle, what is the first thing that I need to do before I even start to buy any animals?
That's a very good question. And the main thing you must do is do your research, see the animals that you like the type of. At the end of the day, you must love the breed that you're going to farm with. And you must be able to look after that breed which you're going to farm with. You might be starting with 2 heifers, and they might be in calf. Whether or not you got two heifers and they're in calf, it still makes you a commercial farmer. You're a developing farmer, a small developing farmer maybe, but your objective is to make money at the end of the day. And if there's an economic imperative at it, with your farming, you are a commercial farmer. And it doesn't matter what breed you're farming with, if you got good cattle and they are producing money for you, you are a commercial farmer.
So let's talk about temperament. Are all the animals have the same temperament or are some better than others?
In livestock, and in cattle in particular, we have big variations within a breed. So within a breed, you're going to get tame cattle and animals that are less tame. I've seen animals which people say, oh, those animals are very, very tame. One of the bulls that actually has the worst name when it comes to temperament is a Jersey bull. And yet, a Jersey cow is arguably the tamest animal you'll ever find on a farm.
I'm going to throw a spanner in the works. Sorry, this has been burning in the back of my mind.
With pleasure. I hope I can answer it.
I struggle to differentiate between a Simmenthaler and a Simbra. So what are the differences between most of the breeds and what makes them similar?
Well, don't feel bad, because sometimes I'll also throw my name away when you look at breeds, because a lot of our breeds are very, very closely related. They're crossbreds, or people don't like to use the word crossbred, they like to call them synthetics, but a lot of our cattle do look very, very closely related. One thing where a person can actually have a look at and say, right, that is an X or a Y, look at the ear. A lot of our breeds in South Africa do tend to have longer ears. That comes from the Brahmin infusion. But at the end of the day, don't worry too much about the breed. If that animal is functionally efficient and she is actually going to give you a calf, and a good calf every year, that is what is more important than worrying too much about the breed.
Well, thank you for that valuable information. Hopefully all our cattle farmers out there are going to be inspired.
My pleasure.
And thank you, the viewer, for tuning into African Farming. Hopefully you are inspired by all this information. And remember, we farm better together.
Get the necessary cover for you and your family in the event of unforeseen misfortune. The African Farming Protector Plan offers you comprehensive funeral cover for your entire family plus extended family at an affordable cost. Our product also offers benefits such as monthly discounts on groceries, discounted bus tickets, ambulance services, and trauma and assault assistance, to name a few. For more information on the African Farming Comprehensive Funeral Plan, SMS African Farming to 45269 and get the peace of mind you deserve.